guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am thinking that I am going to attempt the Farrah Fawcett hairstyle. Now, I get really kind of into celebrities and I have a lot of downtime right now. So I really love the 70s. I think that Farrah Fawcett was beautiful. And I have kind of like this full bang going on. So I was just thinking I would try to mimic her hair and makeup and see if it's something that suit me. So I got my little iced coffee here and I haven't practiced. My son is kind of like napping right next to me, so that's what I keep looking at. I'm probably keeping him awake right now. Hi, buddy. So I'm just gonna play around a little bit. There was a picture that I saw where she looked absolutely gorgeous, and you know, my hair's gotten long enough now, so I feel like I can play with it a little bit. And I'm gonna try to like mimic her makeup. So to get started, I just have like my regular everyday makeup stuff. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna need out of there. And I also kind of have like my reserve makeup, which is just kind of the things that I like don't wear all the time, but are just good to keep and hold on to. So there might be some things in there that I need to use, like maybe a lipstick. Also I have some false lashes in here, so I'll use those. Her look is very exaggerated in like certain things, but then like really understated in other things. So kind of my thought process is she has a lot of sun-kissed like bronziness to her. She's very warm looking. She looks like she's been outside. She's very tan. So I'm gonna definitely use a lot of bronzer. Her eyebrows are on the thinner side, so actually they're kind of similar to mine. Don't mind my dog barking. He just likes to let me know when anything goes by my front door. So her eyebrows are kind of like similar to my shape. I never really wear like a thick brow, and I know that's in right now, but it doesn't really flatter my face. So I kind of stick with like a thinner brow. Now I have no makeup on. I have nothing in my brows. This is just kind of the shape that they are. They're on the thinner side. I kind of prefer it that way. What else does she use? She has a lot of blush, so I have like a warm blush I'm gonna use. And it seems like a light eye, like frosted, almost like a light blue or a light, I don't have a light blue eyeshadow, but I do have kind of like a frosty white color, so I'm gonna use that. A lot of highlighter to kind of raise my cheekbones, make my nose look small, and the lashes. What was the other thing? Oh, kind of like a frosted lip. So maybe just something light with a little bit of gloss on it or something. She's kind of like a very natural look, but beachy. So I'm going to start with that. And then for my hair to look like her, I am going to be using 2 different size curling irons. I have a 1 1/4 inch and a 1 inch. So the smaller curling iron's gonna give me like a little more lift. And I noticed in the picture that I liked, she's very feathered looking. I don't know if my hair is gonna do this, by the way. So this is really just kind of like unprecedented territory. I don't really have the right haircut for it, but I do have layers, so it could work. And then she has like more curls down on the ends. And this part is just kind of like feathered and big on the sides. So I'm gonna use some of these like setting clips. Oh, the sun is kind of these setting clips to set my hair the way she does. And then my this is a Samvia brush, but like you brush it out, you know, just to make it big and fluffy like her hair. So I'm gonna use that. I also have a clip just in case I need it to separate, and a rat tail comb so I can like maybe I might end up having to tease a little bit in certain places, but I noticed that like one of the things, when you're trying to mimic like different hairstyles from different decades, is the volumes in different places. So, nowadays, like it's very flat in the front here, like today, 2020, it's very flat in the front here, very lived in. And the volume is kind of like here. It's kind of collapsed on the sides. And volume here and then collapse at the bottom. But in the 70s, it seems like it was like very full on the bottom and very full in the front. So like all this is like big and feathered and, so I'm going to work with that. But not so much back here, I'm noticing. Like, not really going to have to tease the back. It's not really where the volume was. It was like here and here. So I have that just in case. And I also have some hairspray. This is just a lightweight glossing hairspray because I want it to have bounce, and I've been watching her on like some interviews and she just kind of like floats in and her hair's bouncy and she just looks like she did this. She looks amazing. So light hairspray, nothing too heavy. And that's what I'm gonna do. Now the sun is kind of like fading in and out. I'm sitting right in front of a window. So I may have to move the camera. I'm not really sure how this is gonna go. I might need a little more light. Okay, well, if I have to, I can always put the light on. All right, so let's just get right into it. Now I have a mirror right next to me, so I can see what I'm doing and I'm not just using the camera, but that's what I'm going to be looking at. Oh, and I also have a little bit of dry shampoo because my hair is really fine and doesn't really do much. So I kind of need to fluff it up with a little bit of dry shampoo because it seems like Farrah Fawcett has very thick, like bouncy hair. Although I know a lot of that is styling, but she seems to have a lot thicker hair than I do. So the dry shampoo will kind of like boop it up. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a light foundation on. I'm going to assume that she wore foundation. And not anything too full coverage. So I'm going to use L'Oreal True Match in W3. And I'm just gonna put on, like, seriously, not a lot, just to even out my skin tone. This video is gonna be kind of long because I'm not really in a rush. I'm taking my time and I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna kind of go with it. So, all right, I have my dogs that keep coming in here and whining and crying for no reason because they were just outside, so I might have to kick them out. I'm just kind of patting this on lightly. So let me do that and put the dogs out in the hallway so they don't cry. Okay. I was thinking while I was doing this, I would talk a little bit about what's going on in the world right now and how I'm feeling about it. We are in the middle of kind of like a quarantine for the coronavirus. And we have a social distancing law that's kind of been put into place where we can't get together with people, trying to stop the spread of this virus. And so we're all home and we're not really allowed to do much, and we really don't know how long this is going to go on for. It may be something that's gone in a month or two, but we also may be social distancing for months, and it's kind of crazy to think about that we can't be with our friends and family. for a long time. That's better. You can see better now. So yeah, just kind of like evening out my skin. I'm not trying to look like I have a bunch of foundation on, but just kind of evening out my skin. Now, it's the 70s, so she definitely had concealer. Now, I don't normally wear concealer, so I don't even know if I have it, but I need a little bit. Okay, I do have some. Not a lot, but I'm gonna put it kind of like up here. Like I said, the makeup style and hairstyle is not similar to how we do it today. So I know now we kind of like pull the concealer down here and put it in different spots, but I think back then it was just kind of like under the eyes to brighten it up, because she has bright eyes in this picture, like frosty, kind of glimmery, like not too much eyeliner, not too much mascara kind of thing. Not too much darkness, just lightness. Maybe that is better, I don't know. Okay, now, bronzer. She has a lot of sun-kissed. I do not, because it is, well, it's April 1st, but it's been wintertime, I haven't been outside, and I don't have a suntan, so I am gonna use a good amount of bronzer. And I'm gonna start on the outside of my face, because I don't want to look like I have like caked on fake bronzer, but I do need to create quite a bit of dimension so I look tan. So I'm just gonna kind of go like around the outside of my face. This is a Clinique bronzer. It's called Sun-Kissed. I like it. I think I've used it for a couple of years now, and it's very natural looking. It's very pretty. But I don't usually wear this much. So this is more than normal. But I really want to look like I've been in the sun. Because that's what Farrah looks like. You know, Sarah, Farrah. Our names are kind of like the same. So I'm really getting it in here, in the hollows of my cheeks. There, yeah. So I look summery. Get it in there. And just kind of like carve out my face. Oops, don't mind that sunlight. It will pass by. It's just what the sun is doing. Okay, and the other thing, like to make it look like you've been in the sun, is you take your bronzer like across your face like this. So by doing the top of your nose and kind of like across like this, and with your blush, it almost gives you that look like you were sitting outside and the sun, you know, was hitting your face, and maybe you had sunglasses on. So here's your concealer, and then just kind of like on your nose and cheeks. It looks a little more sun-kissed when you do it that way. So I'm gonna carry it across my nose. Okay, that's enough bronzer. And then I'm also gonna do the same thing with the blush. Where did I put that blush? Oh, actually I also have a cream blush, so I'm gonna use that too. Oh, there it is. So I'm gonna use this blush. Now I'm gonna get a lot on there. And I'm really gonna blush up my cheeks. Cause, oh, that was kind of like also maybe more 80s, but maybe the picture I'm looking at of her was the 80s. I have no idea. She's in a red bathing suit, so if any of you guys have seen it, it's probably like a cover or something. She's a pretty famous picture. Yeah, yep. See how it's like really pigmented and sun-kissed and noticeable, looking like it looks like I was outside? Hi, Bubba. Hi, you watching Mama? And I'm gonna carry it right across my nose too. Okay. So I got a good amount of color on my face. Now, I'm going to use a highlighter. And that's just gonna make me glow. Brighten me up, make me glow. I'm gonna use a fan brush. And I actually have, I might go back with the cream blush. I'm not sure. See how I feel at the end. I think I have enough color and I think I look like I was in the sun. So, for right now, that's good. I'm gonna use like this powder highlighter. And I'm gonna get the end of my nose here and kind of the bridge of my nose. I wanna look really alive. Like I have color in my cheeks. I have nice highlighted cheekbones, awake looking. This is definitely more makeup than I normally wear, but anyway, back to the quarantine thing. I'm not going anywhere, so I'm just kind of having fun with this. And it's good to expand your horizons on your look a little bit. This is probably a good time for everybody to reinvent themselves, try some new things. Don't really have anything to lose. And who knows, you know, when things are gonna go back to normal. It might be a while. Okay, so there we go. That's like a nice glow. Hi, buddy. You are a silly boy. All right. Let's see. What next? I'm gonna put on a little chapstick because my lips are always chapped. And if I want to put on a little lipstick, I want it to kind of soak in. Okay. I think next I'm going to put on some eyeshadow. Now, I'm going to use a little round brush like that. But I think there might be some brown eyeshadow on there, so I just need to rub that off really quick. Yes, there's quite a bit on there. Okay. So she's got this like glimmery kind of eye. It's light. So this is a Becca palette. It's old, from a couple Christmases ago. Eye Lights palette. Après Ski Glow Collection. I'm going to use the white in the middle. I would not normally do this, but it seems like that's what she has on. So I'm going to do my whole eyelid, like full lid, with this like white color. It's very light and shimmery, so it's not really like white. It's more of like frosted. And I'm gonna do it on the bottom too, even though I did concealer. Yeah, I'm liking how this is looking. It's looking a lot like the picture. See how it's just kind of like lightened up my eyelids. I'm gonna also do it here in the kind of the corners of my eyes, just kind of make it nice and bright. It's just really like all the way around my eyes. Over here too, on the ends. Everybody's making lots of noises around here. My son's making lots of noises, my doggies. Can't get a quiet minute around here as a mom. Okay, now, I'm actually almost done because I'm gonna do some mascara and probably line like the inside of my eyes, and then, oh, I have a lipstick, if I can find it, that it's kind of like a frosted color, and I think it would be perfect. This would be good. Yeah, this would be good. Okay, I'll put that on last. It's a good color. All right, so for my eyes, I'm just gonna do a little bit of liner like inside the eyes. I'm not gonna go on the outside, just to give them a little depth. So I'm kind of I'm doing the inner waterline. I think that's what people would do. Okay. Now, I also have blue mascara, which I really love. And I think I'm gonna start with that. And then I may put some black on top of it. Am I looking like early 80s to you? Because I think I am. Got a little chunk there. I think I'm looking early 80s. Buddy. What do you think? Okay, so I'm gonna start with some blue mascara. Now I know that I probably should curl my eyelashes, but I actually don't own an eyelash curler anymore. Oh yeah, this is awesome. So this is the falsies. I've been using Maybelline falsies, honestly, as long as I can remember. It's really amazing mascara, and I'll show you up close. It makes your lashes unbelievable. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna put black on top of this because I really like the navy blue, and it packs a different kind of punch. It's awesome. But this mascara is very lengthening, very separating. By the end of the day, it does not like crumble on your lower eyes. Never. Oh, and I also have false lashes, so I'm not sure if I'm going to need those either. I was thinking that Farrah Fawcett was so like dramatic in certain things that I would need them, but honestly, this might be enough. I'm going to do 2 coats of the blue mascara, maybe even 3. Yeah, this is great. Okay. So what we have been doing during this quarantine is taking care of the house, cooking a little bit more, you know, working out, reading, doing normal stuff. It's really a good chance to slow down. Although there are times where I feel overwhelmed that this is going to carry on for a long time, and I don't know when I'll be able to work again or get together with my friends. Okay. Now, the final thing that I'm going to do is put on a little lipstick. This is like a very, very light color. It's actually called First Class Nude. So it's a very light color. And I think it's very Farrah. Oh, yeah. First Class Nude. Okay. Now, let's see how this looks. Get my crazy bangs down here. Haven't done my hair yet, so that is going to be step 2 of this, but here is what I'm seeing. And I'm thinking this looks pretty good, like Farrah Fawcett. Definitely bronzy. See the mascara here? How it's so lengthening and it's so awesome. Okay, so I'm going to take a break. I'm going to plug in my curling irons. I'm going to clean up my makeup. And then in my next video, I'm going to set my hair and try to recreate the Farrah Fawcett, you know, shag. So stay tuned. Thanks.